Hello everybody and welcome back. We are greeted with a beautiful message here. My wife, Hive Chiefess Heller, is finally, well, bearing a child. Bearing my child, hopefully. So we finally have a child on the way. That is because, of course, we started a romance with our own wife in the last episode. So until then, it wasn't kind of possible to really start making babies, schooly pooping around. And in that case, it seems like we were successful. Now, let's just have a look at our little Jarl here. So, Jarl Magnus Bjornsson, he's 21 now. He's probably the most, powerful guy here in the north right now. As we can see, the north, though, now has a new ruler, and that is the King of Bohemia. He actually belongs down here on the continent, close to Bavaria and East Francia. And in that case, he's now, well, the king here as well instead of Sweden. Let's just see how long this really lasts. He's got, though, 11,000 troops right now, which is, going down. I think he's putting down his armies there, or he's breaking up an alliance. I don't know what's going on there exactly. It's pretty interesting, though. So hopefully, first of all, we're not getting into any war. So what I might try to sway my opinion of him, or I could also give him a gift, and he's actually quite easy to please, right? So 37 coin for 15 opinion, let's do this. So with that, well, probably that could have been a mistake now too, because now he knows that I exist. So now he probably knows that I'm not that strong. I've got 3,500 armies at the moment available. My prestige level is pretty good though. So what I would like to do is, we could increase, yes, my armored footman power, and also once again the power of my bowmen, so that we further increase those sizes. That should hopefully do something. And we got a son and new heir. Though in that case here, this guy here, he will be probably pretty old once we die, because we're still so early, we're still so young. Let's just have a look. Good Norseman, Einar, Ketilmund, Holmger, Bragi, Helgi, Suni. Oh, that's not a good name there at all. Yes, let's call him after my father, Björn. So we do have a new Björn then as well. Björn was a good ruler. I think so, at least. My spy master has come to me with grave news. Well, we do not yet know who. Someone is plotting to kill my nephew, Freyr. Alright, I don't like my nephew really, so why should I care? I mean, he's my champion, but he's a bad champion there with only 7 martial skills. Not really something that I would be. At first, I thought the simple footman a fool for stepping onto the training field. However, the battle proved more hard fought than I expected. And it gradually became clear that he would be unable to stop his wild and vicious strikes from hurting me. Disarming him suddenly became a matter of life and death. I tried not to show my relief when his sword finally hit the ground. Okay, there's a rapacious adventurer. I could use more people like you. Let's just have a look. He's good at intrigue. We do need another vassal. How's our oh, we got a very good spy master though, with 20. So this peasant and my soldiers will get a lecture on honor. And we get actually 100 piety and 150 prestige. Deal. No questions asked. And we also get a new skill here. Oh my goodness, it doesn't stop. I barely recognize my martial chieftain Botulfur as he enters my great hall. I'm home, liege, Botulfur bellows. There have been many a time I thought I would never see these shores again, but I'm finally back. Where were you in the first place? As strange as it is to see my vassal after all these years, I cannot deny that I'm impressed with his Greek dress, his foreign jewelry, and the heavy coffer he has brought with him. Oh, that's a chieftain, and he gains 150 prestige and 50 coin. And he returns to the employer's court. So that's my court. He's a vassal. He's the vassal of this one here. I don't know where he's been. In Greek, it seems. And he's got, pretty powerful over there. He still likes us, though. He's got 23 martial points. So he's as we can see, my marshal, of course. So that's pretty important. And he can organize the levies for me to further increase my army. So we are at 3,700 soldiers at the moment. That is pretty powerful overall, I should say. Now, we got a new perk. Let's just have a look at that. Increases the control in counties. Casus Belli cost minus 50%. That is pretty important. This is really, really important. Because if I would like to go against now this chiefess here, declaring war will be much cheaper then. It cost me only 38 prestige right now, though I'm not going to do it yet. Oh, we could even subjugate her completely, but in that case, where's the kingdom, or the King of Bohemia? Yeah, that's still, he's vastly superior. Another thing that we need to do, of course, my son, he's just been born, so he's still 0 years old. We need to educate him, of course. So we are going to be his ward. He also loves us because of that, of course, because he's got his father. Alright, and something else happened here. This mismanaged development. Chieftain of Hordafilki gained construction slowdown for 5 years because of the poor skill of my vassal. So this guy here, Hastein, he is the vassal of Moor. In that case, I think what we can do, we can exchange him. Because we do have Chieftain Frederick Björnsson, he's my half-brother. He's a powerful vassal and he really dislikes that he's got not a position on the council. Of course, Chieftain Heistein, on the other hand, will be very unhappy then as well. But I guess this is a more threat here, and the thing with him is he's pretty good at stewardship. So with him, we would get a very good guy in the position there. And as we can see, he actually likes it so much that we are with minus 719 now. So I think this will, of course, give us then some time there again. Now, the other one, I would like to know now how bad it is with the other one and minus 19 that we have with him. And it seems it wasn't that bad, right? No, so we don't have anyone who truly hates us, right? So it's still fine. Now, another thing that we have the revert trade. So we're pretty good at raiding, and I want to use that. Right now, I cannot do that much because this one is quite equal to me. Then we got Denmark here, which is also pretty powerful, and we got Bohemia. So Bohemia, of course, is going to collapse at some point, right? In that case, we can use this time to go some raiding once again. So raise all raiders, or raise my army all as raiders. Should be quite a lot. And as we can see, yeah, 3,700. We don't have to worry about being too weak now for anything, really. And what I gotta say is that England and Scotland really are poor. So there's not that much to be gained here. Plus, they are pretty strong military-wise. Oh, England is not. And in that case, England is pretty weak overall. But they don't really have that much money. So if I look at that, we have some terrain here with a bit of money, but it's not much, so I'm not going with that, right? We still have Asturias down here, and Asturias is extremely weak, so let's get some fun again in Spain. Ravishing Spain there. There we got it. Let's go. Also, the Grand Halls have been constructed now in my hometown, so we do have a new nice bonus there to the whole thing. There we have them, the Grand Halls, gives me more levies, control and prestige growth especially. Then we have the sparring grounds. I still want to upgrade a few things, but they cost quite a lot right now, especially prestige. So in that case, raiding is really needed. It's all we need. And of course we do have, look at that, because we have the Ravager skill tree, how fast we raid. Oh, and my wife is pregnant again. This is actually almost too easy. So we are really just picking everything here, and with the Ravager trade, it's so fast as well, so we can do so much more in such a short time. They don't even have time to kind of like, you know, build up a defense or something like that. And as we can see, we already have 150 coin, and it's 1-to-1 with prestige, so 150 prestige there as well. That's the sway one. To make my Hofgodi Gregor more susceptible to my attempts at approaching him, I can include a compliment in my next missive to his court. Clear rationality. Gregor gains 10 opinion of you. I have a feeling that this is not successful. Our recent correspondence... Oh yeah, very good. So 10 more opinion with him. So we might actually... Are we now? No, we're still not endorsed by him. He's taking his sweet time with that. We got a ransom. Oh, 50 coin. Let's accept that. That's also a very nice bonus to the raiding. First of all, you get this event with bounteous plunder from time to time, but you also get prisoners that really want to pay as much as possible to get their freedom back again. So this makes it so much more entertaining, this whole raiding thing. We don't even get a bounteous plunder at the moment. My daughter, we've got a daughter as well. Sophia is a good name for her. There she is, and let's just be also her guardian there. Even though we ourselves, we're not that good yet, you know, so we only have 17 martial skills. Oh boy, this is going too well here almost. There's no one who could stop us. And we have 3,500 soldiers there. That's pretty cool there too. Another thing that happens now is the supplies. Now the supplies in Crusader Kings III, as we can see, if the supply limit is below our army, then the army doesn't, you know, shrink right away like in CK2. But we do have kind of like supplies with us, and they just drop. And if they're at 0, then it gets to shrink the army. So until then, we do have a bit of time. That is pretty cool. Sweet smiles and little lies. Just like other children his age, my son and heir Björn sometimes lies and tests boundaries. He's 3. However, he often avoids suspicion with his sweet demeanor, and that people always forgive him when he does not get caught. He gets the trait charming. Seems like we got quite a charmer here. Diplomacy and intrigue. And yes, this guy here is now the new head of culture. Did something happen? No, he is Denmark though. Yeah, but he's Norse as well. You know, so the king of Bohemia, he's not Norse. So he can't be the head of the culture despite having like the majority of land right now. So we still have to fight this title with Denmark there, not with him. There's still so much more money left here. So I will probably return. You good people of Spain, don't worry, we'll be coming back. Let's get home. Amiable, day of sorrow. Oh no, Amiable has walked by my side for many years, and the passage of time does not spare dogs. As I kneel beside him, he starts wagging his tail slowly, but he cannot raise his head. I sit with him long into the night, patting his brown back until the tail stills. And we lose our dog. There's no other penalty to that. And look at that, lots of coin, lots of prestige especially, and oh, she's pregnant as well. I guess we took her with us, or the moment we came home, we bet our wife again. Which is not something I would be complaining about. And we get skills right away as well. So let's just check that here real quick. We do have a few things. We have we have skirmishes. Archer screen, siege weapon effectiveness, control territory, increase controlling county progress by 20%. This is also something that is pretty important, especially in a big, well, realm as we are. And we still have 2 more prisoners there, Diego and Maria. So both of them from the raiding, of course. So I'm not going to use them for anything else other than ransom. Also, we have a proposition for an alliance with Kingdom of Bohemia. This is interesting. She probably wants me to have an alliance with her to kind of like fight the King of Bohemia. Oh, something big happened there again. We are not entering an alliance though. The deserter, I'm leading a patrol when we spot a group of figures emerging from the darkness of night. Hooded cloaks obscure their faces, but by one's ungainly gait, I recognize Sturla, my champion. My lord, whispers one of my men. They are deserting. What should I do? Why are they deserting? Apprehend them immediately. We might gain a martial skill. But this is also a martial challenge against Sturla. Sturla is at 11. We are 17. So we definitely can do this. After a short scuffle, the deserting soldiers are apprehended. Every soldier present both loyal and not know that punishment for this kind of betrayal can be harsh. The air is thick with anticipation and fear. My lord Sturla meets my gaze with tired eyes. They are only children. We just want to go home. The price for betrayal must be paid. We get 24 dread. He's being killed then. Do we get anything out of this? Because we are craven though. This is a very bad trait here because it's a permanent vassal opinion -5. On the other hand, we are content. This is opinion of vassals again +10. So that we have something. But I don't see any problem with that. We might also, you will be scrubbing the latrines for months. 80% we get a martial skill. Yes. Because with the other one we would get demoralized soldiers. That is something we cannot do. After months down in the filth, the deserters fall back in line the first chance they get, observing the reactions of both the punished deserters as well as that of the other soldiers. Scared to face a similar punishment, I have come to understand the troops better. Really? Okay. I thought death would be the only thing that really does something in this case. And another trait. So this is really quick here right now that we get it. We do have heavy infantry damage 15. This is something. And arch damage +30. So we go with the organized march right now. Because the next perk then is really powerful. Especially since we got now lots of heavy infantry and archers in our army. So that is something that I want to focus on. Very good. And we have gotten another daughter. Asta. She's my youngest one now. And as we can see, Björn, he's growing quickly. He's already 4. And I just love how they grow gradually now. So it takes a lot more. There are lots more finer details at their growth. An extra hand for all the authority I supposedly wield as Jarl. I cannot be everywhere in my realm at once. There will always be those who forget to obey my orders once my intention is turned elsewhere. And do you see that? How many martial storylines we get again? Because we focus on martials, we get all of these things, conflict and strife with our vassals and other champions and stuff like that. Pretty cool, I think. This is where my sister Sophia could come in, who has been faithfully enforcing my decrees in court. Could she serve as my right-hand woman and take a more active role in administering the realm? And she would become my right hand. Is she good at anything? Diplomacy, she's pretty good. My martial chieftain Bottleful can handle those problems. We would get 20 with him, but we like him already pretty much, or he likes us. And I can handle everything myself if I work harder. 350 prestige. Let's take her as my right hand. Can't hurt, right? So there will probably be more events with her then in the future. Sway, and we are also swaying one of our vassals who's not in any position right now. This was the steward, my half-brother here, that we, or brother-in-law actually, that we, you know, threw out because he's so low in stewardship. He looks a bit, yeah, retarded as well, if I might say so. But well, anyway, we need to sway him. Of course, he's a powerful vassal, and I'm passing through Romsdale, the capital of my vassal chieftain Iceland, when I receive an invitation to visit his castle. As I arrive, he welcomes me with a throne and a tour. One thing that strikes me is that place is full of unfinished projects. Yeah, that's because he's so low in stewardship. And just show me to my rooms, or I will stay for a while. No. Let's just show me to my room. I get a bit less stress, so that's something. Right, I think my army's ready again. Let's go with some raiding. We still want to go with some raiding. Look at my income there at the moment. That is just beautiful. We can feel now as well all these completions of projects that we had in our realm. So, you know, lots of new buildings. We still have a very bad supply here everywhere though. So 3,000 is actually... Oh, there's good supply here. But this is Francia, and they're way too strong. I'm not going to raid them. I'm going to raid those guys here, because I can do that. And Scotland, they're pretty strong too. I'm not going to do that. Bohemia, of course we all know the whole kingdom is just being held together by him, and he's 76. He's got a daughter as an heir. Or? I don't know. Seems like he doesn't really have a big or a powerful heir there. This is the heir to everything, and he's 30. He's an adventurer. He's a pilgrim. So in that case, I don't think that Bohemia will exist that long anymore. Right, now that we have so many things there resource-wise, let's also check again our holdings, right? So we have the sparing grounds that we could upgrade here. That might be something. I can still not go with another holding. That is something I need to be feudal. So once I am feudal, I could do that. And then we have, of course, some things here. Yes, we could definitely go with the markets. That gives us more money. This is a very good investment into the future. But for now, let's go with the war camp. This gives me another knight, and knight effectiveness, and the heavy infantry damage. Right, so we're doing this one first in Sogn. So Sogn is kind of like my second town, or my second major point of life, kind of. And in Björgvin, this is my major home county. Here we can we upgrade? Yes, we could upgrade the trading post, the market village, to the market to a trading outpost. And we're going to do that. And as we can see, this cost me quite a lot of prestige, but we're getting this now with the raiding again. We've also taken new prisoners once again, as we continue in poor Spain. Demonstration of leadership. My martial chieftain Boswellfur has been hovering around my council meetings lately. Knowing his interest in matters of leadership, I cannot help but feel that the man is waiting for me to impress him. I could probably engage him in conversation. On the other hand, it might be better for him to simply see me interacting with my men. There is something to be said for at least pretending to know every soldier's face. Let us discuss, methods of communication. Bottleful. opinion and martial life skill. And we got some new ransoms here. With a plus 10 on the coin. Oh, there's 24 in here, but low. Yeah, as we can see, low supplies. So I lost quite a few soldiers there, but it should still be fine. And of course, we're not going to stay here forever. We have been burdened with your oppressive laws far too long. Oh, another peasant revolt. Never a peasant's lot is to serve their lord. And we're doing that. So there we have a new war. And I don't think that these wars are really powerful, right? Where is it? It's 190 soldiers, so once again, they cannot even take the castle. So I'm absolutely not worried by that. We're still happily raiding, and when we get home, we are going to clear this. There's another thing, and here's another thing. And there we full already. Shield of Knowledge. I understand you're interested in deepening your grasp on warfare. Chieftain Botolfor opens a hand as he approaches me. I might be able to help you see the battlefield in new ways. Botolfor is well known for his mastery of sound defense. If there was one who could help me understand, it would be him. And I want to learn. Yes. Right, we got the raiding. Let's get back home. With 250 coin and prestige. We also should have some... Oh, we're also second in line to Trentham. Trentham, we're probably... No, Trentham is up here, so yeah, we're getting it then. But in that case, we can give it to someone else again. Now, something else. Well, organized levy service. We get the organized service, which gives me +5 taxes. And then we're back home with some loot. An extra hand in the course of helping me administer my realm as my right-hand woman. Sophia and I have discovered that we have a lot in common. We have built up a strong rapport during our time working together as a result of this, and I find myself wondering what the future will hold for us. We shall become good friends. We should become lovers. She's my sister. We must keep this relationship professional. We get 75 prestige out of this, and she gains 10 opinion of us. That is a good thing. I definitely don't want to be a lover with my sister. Spouse up to the task. Some of my counselors believe the job is theirs by right of blood or influence alone. How wrong they are. I expect results, yet I'm often disappointed. After a long day, I'm complaining to Halla when she interrupts me. Let me do something about it, husband. A few lessons might sharpen their wits. Alright. My wife seems to be quite the harsh lady. You lay with High Chieftain Halla. Stay here with me instead. Or Chancellor Alfred could use a tutor. Studying diplomacy, we get... Or she gets that, right? Yeah, and she gets all of 15. No, let's lay with her. And in that case, what is wrong here? Let's get my troops... I don't know why it takes 3 months for my troops to get home again. We are home. While hosting lords and ladies from realms near and far, some opportunities to portray my vassal chieftain Haystein. That is something we need to do. And Chieftain Haystein gains 10 opinion of you. We spent 75 prestige, but that's fine. We don't want him to be that unhappy, right? And oh, we lost. Oh no, we lost the spy master. Why did we lose the spy master? My counselor Egil died. He died probably of old age. That is right. So we do have a new position as spy master, and we do have the vassal here, Chieftain Ake Egilson. He's only a champion, right? And he hates us for it. So he's good at scheming. We also have another vassal. We can't have that many vassals. Are you serious? None of them has any position yet. I think that is hard to believe. Alright, Haystein is too bad at it, so I'm not going with him. Plus he likes us, kind of. But this guy here, he hates us, and we should probably do something about it. So let's assign him the position. And boom, he likes us a bit more now. Let's also send him a gift. Money is not a problem. Lessons from the past, though I will surely see many battlefields. I have, yeah, blop. So let's read a new tome. And let's also get the hit and run, which is boosting my archer and heavy infantry by quite a lot. Right, we still have the peasant revolt. Let's raise my armies there. And let's get over there and kill them. Real quick. Oh, yeah, by sea it's actually faster. Right, then we have very powerful... Oh, and she's pregnant again, my wife. We have very powerful neighbors right now. None of them seems like I could take anything. This one, they broke up. Halogaland broke up. We have now Spami, or Sapmi, as belongs now to the High Chieftain of Sapmi. And this one here is now all alone, so she just lost the war. We might actually have a chance at that. Siegfried exposed. My mentor Chieftain Bottlefur has brought forward undeniable evidence that Helena was fathered by none other than him, my daughter. No, the daughter of Chieftain Bottlefur. Who would have known? And a shameful truth has reached the light of day. My acquaintance Svanhildr has an affair with my mentor. But she's a courtier. This crime cannot be unpunished. These accusations are not. We're doing that. I think, yep, this is a sinful act, but yeah, since when do we care about that? Let's still kill the... Chieftain Bottlefur showed me the ins and outs of sound defense. My final test is a mock battle against him. Martial challenge. She's got 23. Nope. I haven't fully understood what he's been trying to teach me. No, let's prepare the ranks. We do have at least a chance there. And Chieftain Bottlefur comes riding up to me. Impressive, he shouts. The enemy levies stand in awe at the efficiency of my troops. There can be little doubt that I have understood what it means to be an unyielding defender, and that means friendly fatal casualties is minus 25%. Thank you for that. There is the peasant revolt. It's gone. And we can thus lay down our army once more. Right, so since all of that is perfect, I think we can now prepare finally for some new counties that we get, because we still have this goal of becoming the King of Norway, and this looks also promising here. We might actually take him. Or we go with some more raiding. So many opportunities, so little time. Stay tuned.